I did it last time.
No, you didn't.
Yes, I did.
I edited it. No, you didn't.
No, you might want to restart it now.
No, we'll just keep this in.
Fine.
Because I'm actually not sure who
Hello,
started it.
everybody, and welcome to One More Day.
All right. Tomorrow's the big day.
No, technically this comes out, so it'd be today. Tomorrow. Today is when we make this. Tomorrow is when it comes out, which means...
So tomorrow's the big day.
Yeah, but if you say tomorrow's the big day, then when it comes out tomorrow, it'll be Tuesday that you're talking about.
No, I'm still talking about Monday. They'll never know.
Well,
they,
now they know.
they could listen to this in the future and be like, tomorrow is the big day. And then they'll spend the whole time racking their brains trying to figure out what they forgot tomorrow.
Actually, that's probably what a lot of men are doing right now. What's tomorrow again?
So we celebrated Valentine's Day slightly early. So I totally forgot it was tomorrow until you talked about it a bunch today. Because we already celebrated.
I know. We're still going to have a nice dinner tomorrow, and we're both getting each other a little bit of a
snack.
A treat that, we don't usually get. And Toby got a little Valentine's basket today because Connor will be working tomorrow, and I wanted to give it to him to be able to play with it tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Toby's got some books that we're going to read tomorrow. And
it's going to be a good time.
Got a couple desserts, so...
It's going to be fun.
We don't usually go super all out for Valentine's Day just because...
You should love each other every day?
Well, yes, and our anniversary is 2 months later, so we're we want to go all out for that instead of Valentine's. Our anniversary means more to me than Valentine's Day does.
Psh. Anniversary, schmanniversary.
Do you even remember when our anniversary is?
Yeah.
I know. I'm just messing with you there.
There were some years that you didn't remember when our dating anniversary was. I'd be like, I already have your present. You're like, wait, what?
Okay, I know. You always got presents really early, so I was
top of it.
Okay, yes, but when you're like, I already have your present, I'm like, wait, for what? Because our anniversary wasn't for a month and a half later.
Exactly. You got to start planning. Now, we're gonna talk about Valentine's Day and love and some of the most romantic experiences we've had and some of the least romantic experiences we've had.
I know one right off the top of my head.
Oh, okay. Well, you go first now.
It wasn't a Valentine's Day, but it was the least romantic date we've ever had, and I will never forget it, and I never want to do it again. When we went tubing on the river.
I think you need to talk about how that was not my idea.
It was, okay, it wasn't your idea.
It's not our fault.
But
it's the company's fault.
So we went tubing on a river up a canyon in Ogden. And the guy, it was we went and met a guy. He borrowed us the tubes. He dropped us off where we got in, picked us up where we got out.
Well, that was the plan.
He explained to us where we were supposed to get out. So we get to that spot and we get out and we're like, he's not here. Is this the right place?
We waited 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, and so there was two other people with us. There was another group with us. There was two people.
It was just a dad and a son.
And we all decided to just keep going. And apparently the dad and the son decided to get out a half a mile later, and
they had to hitchhike
back. We ended up in the next town.
We were on the river for 4 hours.
Yeah, we were on the river for 4 hours. It was supposed to be a 1 hour thing from the time we met up with the dude to the time he brought us back to the car. We were on the river for 4 hours because this dude didn't meet us where he was supposed to. He didn't explain to us. And his directions weren't
clear. He was like, you'll take a left and then a right and then a left and a right and then a right and then a left.
And we're like, it's a freaking river. I don't take a left. The river's just gonna take me where it takes me. And Connor ended up getting pretty badly.
We got to
wasn't
get to that
badly
point.
hurt.
So we were on the river for quite a while, and eventually Addi starts kind of freaking out because there are falls, there are waterfalls and stuff, and she started crying and freaking out after hour 4, and I think hour 3, throughout all of hour 3, we're kind of having just a breakdown.
Well,
that it was no longer fun.
We decided to get out of the river at one point, and we had to like climb up the side of the river because it wasn't just like a bank that you easily got out. No, it was like we had to grab a branch and climb out of the river. And we look around, and there's just nothing but fields, and I'm like, this isn't right. So at that point, that point was not super early or super late into it. It was maybe another hour afterwards. We got out, and we're like, what the heck? So we kept going, and then after like the 4-hour mark, we were like, okay, this is wrong. So we got out and we look around and there's a city. So we decide we're going to start just dragging these tubes.
Because obviously we didn't
back.
have our phones or anything.
Yeah.
So we left our car where the dude took us.
Yeah. So we decided to just drag our tubes over to this county fair that was happening because we could see it in the distance.
We went to another county that was having a county fair.
Yeah. I remember driving past it on the way to where we were supposed to drop off. And like on our way, walking up that way, Connor got really scratched up by some barbed wire.
I got caught in some barbed wire and ripped up my leg.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
And then the guy picks up, he's like, oh, well, you guys weren't there. And I was like, we waited for like 20 minutes.
You weren't there. But like he luckily we got out of the river, walked across a field, tried to climb up over onto like an overpass that the river went under. So I'm glad we got out when we did because we would have hit into barbed wire. And then he found us pretty like on the road, like pretty close to that. But it was like, seriously?
And we were somehow still so introverted that we didn't demand our money back.
Right. We were still in college, I think. But
look at how close we got during that time. We had a possible life or death situation, and we came out alive.
If it was a little bit crazier of a river, we could have seriously gotten hurt.
We could have. We honestly could have died.
Like, we didn't know where the river was going. We didn't know if there was a dam. We didn't know, like, it wasn't a very big river, so we were lucky. But, like, if there was a dam or a fall or there would have been a lot of things that could have happened. So, yeah.
Well, I completely forgot that happened. So, yeah, that kind of sucked.
Your turn. You can go on off with a bright thing or keep going with our negative things.
Okay, so I'll start off with the bright thing. It's a little embarrassing. So, on our honeymoon, Addi gave me a full body massage. I'm not going to get... It wasn't sensual in any way, but it was the most caring thing anyone had done for me, obviously, because no one else had given me a full body massage, because that would have been weird. But I felt so loved at that point that I just started like breaking down and crying.
I remember that you just started crying, and I was like,
"Don't start crying!" And I was like, "It's just so sweet of you."
And it wasn't like, it was just.
It was by candlelight.
It was just a massage, just. I kind of like, it wasn't like anything like
some sweet music.
I know it was on our honeymoon, whatever, but it wasn't like because of that. It was just.
So yeah, that's probably the most romantic thing I can think of that you've done.
I remember before we got married, after we got married, we were at your grandpa's too, but.
Sorry, I burped. I didn't think you could smell it.
Well, it smells like your egg pepperoni lunch.
We'll put that into the non-romantic category.
Before we got married and after, we were at his grandpa's house and technically had a bathtub, but I wasn't super comfortable to bath in it, so we just used the shower. So, I mean, at the college, we only had showers too. So the last time I had was able to sit down and relax in a bath was when I lived at home. Like, it had been a long time. So on our honeymoon, we decided to surprise each other I surprised him with the massage, and he surprised me with like a candlelit bath and like bath bombs and music. And he just let me sit, I was just in there alone. Like, I was just in there alone, relaxing and just enjoying some alone time. Like these things
I
didn't.
washed your hair too because I read that was a really romantic
Oh,
thing.
I didn't remember a whole
Well,
lot.
that's
But
because
like
I started doing
these
it. You're
things,
like, you're not doing it right. And I was like,
oh, like
okay.
these didn't lead to like anything like
I mean, they might
super.
have. I don't know. That was a couple years ago.
I don't know, but like they were just like. I thought that was super romantic too because I hadn't been able to just relax.
And then I
in a
couldn't get all the
bath
rose petals
forever.
out, and they were like plastic, and they went down the drain. I was like, ooh, whoops.
Yeah, because on our honeymoon we went to
North Wolf Ridge.
Wolf Creek.
Oh,
It was
I
a
had one
Wolf
word right.
Creek resort that my family goes to like every year. We go and do a
I'm
scrapbooking
pretty
thing.
sure
It's
my
a condo.
aunts used to clean.
Really? It's a condo that my family has been going to before I was born. We go to that one and then one in Bear Lake too. But we didn't have a whole lot of money for our honeymoon, and so that's where we went. It was still really nice. We were able to spend
It was
like a
awesome.
whole week
It was
just
a week, yeah.
playing video games, board games, not having to worry about
And
work.
I had quit my last job, and I was going to start my other job, which
Oh, yeah.
was
Neither of us.
one of the worst jobs I've
Yeah.
ever had.
But like we were both supposed to start a new job when we got back from our honeymoon, so we left with no jobs. We didn't have to worry about going back to work and having to catch up on stuff. But it was really nice. It was fun.
It was hard to leave.
I forced Connor to go out to dinner one night, like drive back into Ogden and go out to dinner when he didn't really want to.
I was okay with it. Where did we even go?
I think Buffalo Wild Wings.
Sounds about right.
I remember that
Do
you didn't
love
want to.
B-dubs. Oh, that's because I was like, well, if we're going on this, and there was a couple restaurants that were like on the way up there.
Yeah, I know. I was just not super into like spreading my wings with cuisine and trying restaurants that we had never tried before.
Yeah.
But
You can always count on
speaking of romantic restaurants, one of also my favorite things that you've done is get us reservations to the Roof.
Oh, that was good. And then
it's a
I
restaurant-
accidentally almost wine and dine or
Yeah.
dine and dash.
It's a restaurant that has a very, very nice view of
Think of
the
it
Salt Lake Temple,
Like,
on
well,
the
and
top
it's,
of
and it's a buffet. Which
Yeah,
is
it's a
cool.
buffet. It's on like the top of one of the
It's
buildings
like
right
Golden
next to the
Corral,
temple.
but super fancy.
Oh yeah. It was so nice. Connor bought me
think it
some
was-
like diamond earrings, and I got a really nice dress, and we like were really dressed up. And then we got there, and there was like kids there, and we're like, oh, maybe this
And like
wasn't as nice
polos,
as we thought
t-shirts,
it
and
was.
I was like, oh.
But it was still, it was
I think that
so
takes for like
much fun.
50 or something each, and they asked for my card and information, everything before we like went in. So I assumed they were just gonna.
And then we were
charge it.
walking out, and they were like, "Hey."
No, we walked out and walked down the street.
Oh yeah, they
and they
called us.
and I was like, "I'm so sorry. I thought when you took my card that I paid." And we had to like run back up, but I was like, "Sorry." That was.
Yeah, that was super awkward. What did we do after that?
I don't know, but we made it here.
We did something before and after it, but I don't, because it was for my birthday, so it was in August at some point.
I think it was for your 18th birthday.
Yeah, I think so.
I spoil you.
Yeah, I think so. But that one was really nice. I had another one in my head right before I do remember a few things that you gave me in high school for Valentine's Day when we were just teenagers. I remember...
We were the dream teenagers.
Well, so they were just... I mean, they were not huge things, but they were little, like...
One of them was your 16th birthday was a couple hundred.
That's not what I was talking about, though. Like, one that I remember was, like... I mean, they were just things from the dollar store, but back then they meant the world. Like, it was just so sweet. But it was like a little vase with some of the like dollar store flowers and chocolates and a little teddy bear, and I just loved it so much.
Remember when I used to make you the period baskets?
Yeah.
Once a month, I'd go and get Addi a bunch of her favorite candies and chocolates and drinks in a specific basket, and I'd drop it by her house because that was awesome. And now I come out and she's just like, I'm on my period. I'm like, okay, I will stay in my office. You have a good week. Oh, how the times change. And I used to get you the plastic flowers because at one point you were like, I don't like real flowers. And then I got her plastic flowers a bunch and she's like, why don't you ever get me real flowers? I was because you didn't like them.
I love them now.
And at one point I was trying to keep real flowers for Addi constantly in the house, and it's
Well,
the last couple of months have been.
And we don't have a very good spot for them anymore because they used to be able to go right by the window and we kept the blinds open.
Well,
but now
I used
the
to get
electronics
you
is there.
lilies, and I think that's the last few times I
Sunflowers don't last as long as. Well, I got you some tulips, but they didn't last very long.
They were pretty though.
They were pretty, but they didn't last very long. But yeah.
And then I used to get you Halloween baskets.
Yeah, and I would get you like these Christmas baskets.
You got me one Christmas basket. I still really enjoyed it. It was definitely the highlight of my Christmas. And when I say I got you a lot of them, I think I got you like 2.
I think it wasn't that much.
No, it was like 2. I do like a T-shirt and then a movie and some candy.
We wanted to keep going, but got married, kids, have to do we want to go all out for the Christmas.
The
yeah, I know. At one point, you don't need any more of the Christmas or Halloween movies.
Yeah. Golly. Well, what was one of your least romantic things that didn't almost end in our deaths? I can think of one. It's semi-inappropriate. I'd put it at PG-13. I don't know if you'll know what it is. But I want to hear yours.
I don't know. I can't think of anything.
I'm just romantic
right now.
all the time. That's good to hear. So one time in high school, Addi and I were making out. Maybe it wasn't in high school. I don't know. At some point, Addi and I were making out, and our shirts had come up a little bit, and our stomachs were rubbing against each other, and it was hot in the room, and our stomachs started making fart noises, and then we couldn't stop laughing, and then we stopped making out. We just started laughing. It was fun.
Gosh.
See, PG-13.
I've talked a lot. You keep going.
I don't know. I can't think of. I feel bad saying I can't think of a lot of romantic things, but the flowers you got me were really nice because you never give me flowers, and I really enjoyed it. You make me you do a lot of smaller romantic things, constantly. You'll make me breakfast, and you'll let me sleep in on weekends and stuff. You'll bring me lunches every day. You'll make my lunch every day. You make sure that I'm still alive. That's just me being a
wife and a mom.
No, not necessarily, because you can be a wife and a mom and not do that stuff. You could just tell me to do it myself, but you're sweet enough and kind enough to do it. One thing that I remember is in high school you got me a little teddy bear with a mustache on it for Valentine's Day. And I kept that for years and years and years. I think we eventually got rid of it because he just had a lot of stuffed animals. Another one was that you got me my very first pet animal that was actually mine, and it died.
It was because your room was too cold.
And it froze and died. And I felt so bad for it, and I didn't want to bury it because the ground was frozen. I was like, I don't want the cats to eat it. So I just outside put it in a bag, and I just dropped it behind the house.
You flush fish.
No, I felt bad. I wanted to keep it forever. At least I wasn't the person to just put it in the freezer and take it out sometimes.
Ew.
People do that with cats and stuff. Have you ever heard of that?
No.
Really?
No.
That's a thing. It's a thing. It's a weird thing, but it's a thing.
I don't even remember what we did last year for Valentine's Day.
It beats me. I don't know. We don't really do much.
We don't. Yeah. Well,
he's even at 2 years old, he still doesn't sleep through the night.
Yeah, it's been a struggle.
Yeah, but he's cute though, isn't he?
Yeah, he's pretty cute.
It was just once that it happened, but when he got up on his own, instead of usually when he wakes up in the middle of the night, he cries and stuff and wants mom.
I found that when he wakes up to get our attention, he'll cough. He'll go.
Yeah.
And then he'll wait a second, and if he doesn't hear us coming, then he'll start to cry.
Yeah. But he just got down from the bed on his own, opened the door, and he just walked out, and he's like, why are you guys out here and not in the bedroom?
Well, okay, so we were gonna play Pokemon cards that night, and I told Connor to get it set up when I went to go put him to bed. But Connor decided to get the table out before he went to bed, so then Toby was like, oh, I really want to be a part of this. So once I got him to sleep, I think he woke up and was like, oh yeah, they're doing something. And he got down and was like, I gotta go. I gotta go. And we just hear the door, like, we hear the door open, and, like, sometimes it squeaks open, but it was forceful, and I was like, what the heck? And then all of a sudden, I hear thunk, 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 little pitter-patter on the floor, and I was like, what the heck? So that next day, we went and bought a baby monitor, and we're like, we're gonna make sure he doesn't do that, because then he was awake for a few hours. Like, we couldn't get him back to sleep.
Cute.
It was freaking adorable. It was the cutest thing ever. But it was like, what?
We can talk about the Valentine's Day before he was born. Because you were, like, due pretty soon. You were due in 1 week from Valentine's Day. And we didn't have a lot of money, obviously. So for Valentine's Day, I had got off work and I just went and picked up both of our favorite foods.
Oh, yeah.
And we just ate food.
Yeah.
Valentine's Day are so exciting.
Yeah, we don't...
What do we even do in college for Valentine's Day?
Wow. We may have gone... No, we don't go out on Valentine's Day because it's so crazy busy.
One year, I think we went close to Valentine's Day and we went to Olive Garden.
Yeah, maybe that's what we...
And we actually, like, dressed up and stuff.
That must have been what it was. That must have been what it was.
Olive Garden is the fanciest of places.
We were watching we were watching Good Mythical Morning show on YouTube, and they were talking because they're from a small town in North Carolina, so a small southern town, and they're like, well, if you're a small boy from a small southern town, Olive Garden's the fanciest restaurant you could ever go to. And I'm like, I'm not from a southern town, but it was still the fanciest restaurant I thought you could go to.
Yep. Which I thought was pretty fitting, because we're not fancy. Yeah. We try.
They talked about maybe putting an Olive Garden here in Pocatello, and I'm like, oh, please. Please do that.
We can go get sushi. That's romantic.
I tried sushi.
You did. You gave
and
it a good
I puked. And it wasn't like I threw up. Like, it was so nasty. My eyes started to water, and, like, I went to go spit it out, and I didn't mean for a little bit of puke to come up. The texture was so... I could not handle the texture.
It was grocery store sushi.
I also cannot handle cold, savory food, other than, like, pasta salad. That's
pizza.
it.
Cold pizza's
nope.
amazing.
Nope. Don't like cold pizza. Don't like cold chicken. Don't like cold pizza. Nope. I don't like Lunchables that have things in them that are supposed to be warm, like the pizzas and the chicken nuggets. Don't touch those. I just do not like cold, savory food unless it's supposed... Like, I know sushi's supposed to be cold, but, like, pasta salad's the only exception for me. Mm. That's it.
I only ever pick out, like, the cheese and the meat in pasta salad. I don't actually
like I mean, salad. I guess actual salad is...
Yeah, depending how you make it, it can be sweet or savory.
Yeah.
If you're one of those freaks that like sweet salads.
Mine's not super sweet. It just has a little bit of fruit in it. The vinaigrette I use isn't sweet.
If you want fruit in a salad, make a fruit salad.
Oh my gosh. I put, like, dried cranberries in it and then a raspberry vinaigrette. That's it.
That's... My point still stands.
Whatever.
I still want to hear some of your most unromantic things.
Oh, I can't.
Like a date... Or maybe something I tried to do that was romantic that turned out very poorly. There's got to be some of those.
Well, I remember you tried to give me a dragon stuffed animal at my very first birthday with you, and it was a dinosaur.
And so when I got it, I was like, she likes dragons. I looked at it, my brain was like, that's a dinosaur. And I was like, dragon.
Your brain does that a lot. Like, walking into the poll, like, move.
No.
Nope.
And then I gave it to her, and I was like, here's a drag. This is a dinosaur. Like, when I pulled it out, I was like, this is not what I initially realized that this was. But I gave you a pretty good gift after that.
Yeah. And he re-gave me that same gift for Valentine's
You should
Day
probably
this
say
year.
what it is. It sounds
So it was a necklace. It was a puzzle piece necklace, and there was 2 of them for each of us to wear. And one side had like the female symbol,
like the
and then
Mars and Venus.
yeah, and the other side had the other symbol, and they like connected in a circle in the puzzle, and you can actually connect them together. And I wore that 24/7 so much that I showered with it. It was accidentally put in a couple wash cycles, and the welding on it was whittled down so much that it broke. Like, the symbol came off of the puzzle piece. So then Connor got me another one.
Like 2 years later, and when I gave it to her, she just bawled. She was so happy, and I felt like I did good.
You did.
And that was like 2017 when I got you that, and it broke.
That one, like, I could tell, like, I could lift the symbol off, like, already. Like, they just
I didn't have a lot of money. These were all from like Amazon.
I know, they weren't the best quality, but it was, they meant so much. So he found them again, not where he bought them before.
The set that I initially bought was no longer being manufactured. But the individual pieces were being manufactured on a gay pride site. So I had to order half of a lesbian set and half of a gay set, and then had them shipped together. And Addi does our finances, so I was like, you'll notice something a little weird on the bank statement, but don't pay attention to it. It's fine.
Yeah.
So when I gave it to her this time, she's like, oh, thanks. And I was like, that was not as good as the second time that I gave it to you.
I don't wear jewelry as much as I used to, but now we have them both hanging on our lamps, and I love seeing them. Like, it just makes me so happy. I'm like tearing up.
I just put mine on my lamp because I was like, well, I'm not going to wear my half. She's not going to wear her half.
Toby was going to break it.
I understand.
Toby was going to break it.
No, I get
He's
that.
on me and his hand's in my shirt so much that he would have broke it. And now both of ours are on the lamp and you can see them together. Also, we realized after, what is it? It's going to be 8 years this year. Mm-hmm. We were both wearing the wrong half.
Yeah.
I was wearing the male symbol and he was wearing the female
Which
symbol.
I think I
which
realized.
Still technically
I think
works.
I realized it like a couple weeks after I gave you the first one. I was like, oh, well, I guess it works. It means that like she's got my half and I've got her half.
Yeah. Like, it still technically works, so it was kind of like whatever. But I still love them very much.
So that's our life. Oh, we didn't even talk about our Valentine's Day plans for tomorrow.
We kind of did early, like at the very beginning. We were gonna have a nice dinner. We were gonna have our family home evening. We bought some desserts. We're gonna try to get Toby to bed on time and just be able to have
Let's see about that. Play a board game.
some alone time.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll see. I don't know. He's been. He stayed
If
up a
I
little
can get
later
him,
today, but
if I
we
can
had
get
some
him
fun
to
playing.
nap on time tomorrow, he'll go to bed on time. He took a late nap today because church was later.
Yeah, he took a late nap yesterday just because we were out hanging out.
Yeah, we went to lunch with my parents and then went to the BDO. Found some awesome stuff.
We did. We
Found a toy that Toby loves.
It's super cool. Super cool.
Yeah, that's our Valentine's Day stories.
So
Maybe not just Valentine's Day, but just, our romantic dates and moments.
Yeah,
And unromantic
we learned
ones,
that
too.
I'm just a very romantic person.
Oh my gosh, kid!
Sorry, I didn't even realize I burped that time.
Not right now. He's not romantic right now.
Or am I more romantic?
No.
The French would say that aromatics are the way to the heart. Like stinky cheeses.
No. Okay, everybody.
My cheese.
Hope you enjoyed
Is the
this
stinkiest
episode.
cheese. We need to watch the Studio C episode. If you haven't seen the Stinky Cheese episode on Studio C, that is really good. Really funny.
Studio C is amazing. Just
It
watch
is.
all of Studio C. But
I can't. Oh yeah. Okay. We're gonna end. We love you all. Hope you have a fantastic Valentine's Day, and we will see you again next week.